Alright, welcome back to World News. I'm Matt Hunter.
And I'm Caitlin Pye.
And let's get right into it.
There's been an earthquake in Papua New Guinea, and there's been at least 14 killed, mostly due to landslides.
Also in the UK, there's been many KFC closings due to a chicken shortage. They don't have enough chicken to provide the restaurants with it, so many KFCs closed in the UK over the past week. Over in the Middle East, there's been fighting in Syria between the government and the rebels. 393 are trapped in an enclave near Damascus. It's been besieged by the Syrian government since 2013. 500 have been killed in a week. In sports news,
the Olympics have concluded, and in first we have Norway with 39 medals, and then we have Germany with 31 medals, and then we have Canada with 29, and following we have the United States with 21 medals total. Most of you probably know, but there has been a shooting in Parkland, Florida at Stoneman Douglas High School. There has been 17 students killed, and it was done by the shooter by the name of Nicholas Cruz. Nicholas's trial is still up in the air. There's been plenty of protests going on around the country, and in contrast to that, there has also been plenty of threats.
So also national news, a lot of people last weekend got out, saw Black Panther. It broke box office records, and the movie made over $300 million in its opening weekend.
And you're considering it to be one of Marvel's best films.
Also, the NBA All-Star Game was recent. Quavo got the MVP award. His team won as well.
Furthermore, there has been a teacher strike going on in West Virginia having to do with all the gun violence protests. It's been their 4th day out of school, and they are not attending school until something's done.
It's their 4th day of no school. A lot of problems are coming up with AP teachers because the AP exams have set dates, and the the College Board is not being forgiving with their strikes, and they're not going to move the test date. So this puts students at a disadvantage for their AP tests in May. There's been gun threats all over the metro. At our own Bellevue West, most of you probably already heard that there was a gun threat by a student here named Nick Scott.
Nick Scott is an 18-year-old student from Bellevue West. He was charged with terroristic threats.
Also, there's another shooting threat at Millard South. There was no gun found, but the student was still arrested for terroristic threats. On a more positive note, Bellevue West made state for basketball. They won their game over who last night?
Westside.
They won their game over the Westside Warriors last night, and were state-bound.
And on a weirder side, for interesting news, there was a large group of people, and I mean hundreds of people in Australia, that all joined together to all say Owen Wilson's iconic "Wow."
Wow. And lastly, if you're watching this now, National Pancake Day was yesterday. IHOP's goal was to raise $5 million from donations. The pancakes were free, but they encouraged donations. If you took place in National Pancake Day, hopefully you got some free pancakes.
Yeah, great. Make sure you tune in next week.